The night started quiet, almost too quiet. The sky was heavy with that kind of Midwest humidity that clings to your skin, the air thick and waiting. Crickets droned from the tree line, and an occasional breeze stirred the long grass near the edge of the property. From the outside, the house looked peaceful, a picture of small-town history, perfectly preserved on a bluff above the Mississippi River. But as the evening wore on, the winds began to shift. A low rumble rolled across the fields, distant at first, and then closer. By the time we were setting up our equipment, the air inside the old farmhouse felt charged, like the storm brewing outside had awakened something within its walls. We didn't come here looking for a fight with the weather. We came chasing the echoes of a family whose story began more than 150 years ago. What we didn't expect was how the two, the history and the storm, would collide. Hello friends, my name is Marcia, and this is Midwest Ghost Hunters. Tonight we're investigating the Cambre House and Farm, a place where faith, family, and the forces of nature all seem to join together in one unforgettable night. The story of the Cambre House is a story of immigration, faith, and endurance, and one man's love for the Mississippi River. Adolphe and Hortense Cambre arrived in Illinois in 1850 after immigrating from France to join the Icarian community in nearby Nauvoo, a utopian experiment built on ideals of equality, cooperation, and shared labor. The Icarian dream didn't last long, but the Cambres stayed, their roots sinking deep into the same soil that had first promised a new beginning. In 1860, Adolphe purchased land just north of Nauvoo. He had traveled the entire length of the Mississippi and declared this exact spot to be the most beautiful along its banks. He built the 6-room home that would shelter generations of his family. You can almost picture the place in its prime, the steady rhythm of a hammer as the walls took shape, the scent of cut lumber and river air, children laughing in the orchard. Nights here would have been lit by oil lamps and filled with the sound of conversation in French accented English. The Cambres were builders of both homes and communities, and their legacy lingers in the timbers of the house that still bears their name. The land changed hands in 1979 when Marjorie Cambre, the last of the family line, sold the property to Lois and Riley Fowler, who remembered picking apples there as a kid. They bought it to preserve its story. Thanks to their efforts, the Cambre House was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Today, their granddaughter runs it as a wedding venue, a place of celebration and new beginnings. But places with that much history rarely stay silent. Some imprints go deeper than the foundation itself. Our investigation started smoothly enough. The weather forecast called for a light chance of rain, and for the first few hours the night was calm. We began our first EVP session in the main room. Wood floors beneath our feet, the hum of the window air conditioning units breaking the silence. Then, just after dark, the winds picked up, rattling the old windows. A flash of lightning illuminated the parlor, followed seconds later by a deep roll of thunder that shook the old glass panes. From that moment on, the night seemed to come alive. Between the storm's rhythm and the mechanical hum of the AC units, it was a challenge to capture clean audio, but the trade-off was worth it. That raw atmospheric energy often seems to stir activity, and it did. When you're standing in the dark, your gear getting damp, and the lights threatening to flicker out, you realize this work isn't for comfort. It's about persistence. You keep going because sometimes that's when the real evidence shows itself. Our recorders caught several clear EVPs, short phrases, perhaps a whisper of a name, and others that seemed like they were trying to get our attention, and one that gave us a foreshadowing of what was to come.
master bedroom.
I was thinking it was upstairs. Oh, no, she's down here.
Not long after this, we heard deliberate footsteps on the stairway, slow, steady, and unmistakable. Everyone was accounted for, and yet the boards creaked as if someone was cautiously ascending to see what we were up to. The full clip actually runs close to 5 minutes. At one point, the girls asked if it was me, but I was busy trying to adjust my headset and I didn't hear them. For this video, I've shortened it down to the most relevant moments.
Are you the one that Marcia saw when we came in the door? With the white beard and the white shirt with the black tie? I hear Marcia.
Okay.
Are you coming up, Marcia? Marcia? She might have moved around. She asked her if she's moving.
There's no way.
Hey, Marcia, are you moving?
It's a chair creaking again. God, please.
I don't know, but
fall
she
on the
has not
floor
left the
for the
bathroom
sake.
yet.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. Well, she's got her phone, so I can probably text her and ask.
Did the walkie not work?
I mean, I heard it.
I heard it
downstairs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did too.
It's like, are you okay? No, we're not supposed to baby her,
No.
so. But we did hear.
Hear you girls because I have my headset.
Okay.
Okay.
Did she get on the stairs?
Were you on the stairs about 5 minutes ago? Because we heard movement.
Or crickling of some sort?
Is it a camera because I have my headset?
Oh,
into
say it
the
in the camera.
Oh.
Did you go to the bathroom not too long ago?
Negative.
Okay, we heard steps on the stairs or something. Somebody was on the stairs.
I heard it too.
All of us heard it.
I know, that was crazy.
During one of our Estes sessions, we focused on the home's history, asking the Cambres about their faith. The religious undertones were impossible to ignore, suggesting that the energy here might be connected to the spiritual devotion that defined the property's earliest days. It was impossible to ignore the feeling that we were connecting with something that still held meaning here. Here's just a small clip of that session that lasted about 35 minutes.
Duty.
Not that kind of duty, huh? What is it your duty to do?
To say,
To say what?
you need to spread the word. A good word. A good word.
Were you a missionary?
Practice. Penance. I imagine the river would be a good.
During that same session, when the responses seemed to suggest that the spirits might be looking for the fifth member of our team who wasn't present with us that night, we captured a distinct male voice that may have been answering our question.
Are you looking for Michelle? Are you looking for Michelle? Are you looking for Michelle? Are you looking for Michelle?
But not every moment of the night was serious. During a break in the rain, 3 of the girls decided to run a short EVP session outside near the old barn. It was quiet, the kind of quiet where even your own breathing feels too loud. They were standing perfectly still, with only the moon casting a faint glow on the clouds overhead, when that old barn door let out a long, high-pitched squeal. The timing couldn't have been worse. Total silence, total focus, and then that sound that cut through the dark like a scream. Now, I'm not going to name names, but let's just say that 2 of our bravest investigators suddenly found themselves behind dawn in record time. The culprit? Nothing supernatural at all, just an old barn door moving in the wind. But it proved one important thing. You don't always need a ghost to feel your heart skip a beat. And that's part of what makes investigations like this so memorable. The blend of fear, fascination, and the unexpected.
Mother.
What? Oh. Something just moved in there.
Maybe the door hanging kind of funny.
Well, there might be animals in there.
Sorry.
So I'm supposed to save them both. Did you just see that? They did. Something
was
moved.
behind it. I think it was the door and the hinge is really what it was.
Apparently I'm supposed to save them. I'm too busy talking to the owl. Was it that?
It was.
I think it was that.
Behind us, it could have been the door. I don't know.
I think it was the
move
door.
We know you can move fast.
Was that funny?
I think it was funny. All I know is you're both over here quickly.
Listen.
Reviewing the night's evidence, one theme stood out: faith. Considering the Cambries' connection to the Icarian community, which was rooted in strong ideals of unity and shared belief, it's hard not to draw a line between their devotion and what we captured. Were these simply residual energies, emotional recordings echoing from a time when faith was a daily act of survival? Or were we communicating with the intelligent presence of those who once gathered, prayed, and worked this land together? The answers remain uncertain, but that's the pull of this work. Every whisper, every creak, every flicker of light invites us to look just a little closer. If you've ever felt that stillness before a storm, when the air feels charged and time seems to hold its breath, that's what this house felt like that night. What do you think? Were we witnessing the remnants of devotion, the stirrings of an active spirit, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The Cambre House and Farm stands as more than just a historic landmark. It's a testament to endurance, belief, and the passage of time. From its beginnings as part of a utopian dream to its present life as a place where couples start new chapters, the energy here feels layered, like pages of a story still being written. Our night there reminded me of something important. History doesn't fade quietly. It hums beneath the surface, waiting for the right conditions, sometimes a stormy night, to make itself heard again. Whether the voices we captured were echoes of the past or the presence of those still watching over the home, one thing is certain: this place remembers. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and may the truth reveal itself in the shadows.